Hello, I'm Satish Srinivasan. I'm talking to Professor Thomas Conan about reviewing scientific papers for peer-reviewed journal. Welcome, Thomas. Why do you think this peer review is important?
Well, let's start with this. I think the peer review process is very important because we evaluate scientific work of others. I see the main benefit for somebody who does a peer review that he improves on his knowledge, on his ability to judge other scientific work. And I think it's not only the scientific work, I also think he becomes clinically better because he will understand how things are actually improving in the field of research. And therefore, I think that peer review is a very important process for physicians.
Yeah. And what do you think constitutes a good review?
Well, a good review is not an easy thing, I have to say, and I think that people have to learn it. If I remember back when I wrote my first peer review, I was a beginner, and I think you can learn this. Now, there are helpful items where you can look it up and where you learn how to peer review. I mean, the bottom line is you learn from experience. The more you do, the better you will be. But you have to work, as everything in life, you have just to work and improve on this.
And what ethical things should peer reviewers be aware of while reviewing a manuscript?
Well, by reviewing a manuscript, I think that you have to start in a way how you structure your peer review. And I mean, it's a time-consuming item. You need to set aside a little bit time for this. Of course, you have to read the whole manuscript, and then I think number one is you have to know how that journal wants that peer review. Every journal is a little bit particular. You have to know, I think, number one, number two, as I pointed out, is number one. Number two, what is the topic you're talking about? So if you're not really an expert in the field of this particular topic, I would maybe say that's not a good topic for you to review, because I think it's important to understand the item, the issue. So you have to have some experience in this. Then, of course, secondly, you have to follow specific rules. You have to be fair. You look at papers or, let's say, of work of other people. So I think you have to be fair to the author. You don't want to bring him down. You don't want to reject an article per se. You basically want to see if this is valuable for our scientific community to be published. I think you have to be ethical. You have to judge this work as an independent person. So I think that as we're always talking about financial disclosures, I think you have to judge this for yourself. Are you involved in any way? And if there is a conflict of interest, I think you should disclose it to the editor. I think you should have a structured way of doing it to really go through this peer review of that particular paper. Now, having said this, I think there are a couple of rules. You have to understand the anatomy of a manuscript. You have to look at the intro. You have to look at the whole paper per se. Is it too long? Is it too short? But that's minor aspects. I think that what we want to see as editors, we want to see, is there statistical effort in this paper? Have this study, is it a prospective, retrospective analysis, a right statistical power, a right statistical approach? You want the results to be reported really right, and you want the discussion to be in the field where the author have looked into it and placed it into the current knowledge. So I think you need a structured approach for doing a peer review process.
And what advice would you give to young practitioners or residents who want to get into this process of starting peer review?
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, I can recommend, because I asked myself the question a couple of years ago myself, and I wrote an editorial, and it was at the end of 2017. It says how to peer review. And this is a kind of 2-page summary which looks at all these aspects, and I think that's a very useful help for those who start peer review. And I just can give you, from my perspective, the advice: if somebody peer reviews, he also becomes a better publisher, a better work, or a better person who can submit articles. Because if you evaluate the work of other people, you also per se become a better author of your own articles.
And finally, I know we have a huge database of reviewers for our journal. How do you personally select reviewers to match to the manuscript?
Well, there are two things to this. Number one is, for example, the journal Cataract and Refractive Surgery, and I think that many journals do this. They have a database where they have appointed people to a specific topic. So with other words, we ask on a permanent basis people who are as reviewers in our system, what is your main topic? Where do you want, in which area do you want a peer review? And so the system select then, when we come up with a topic of the authors, it selects some group of people. So that's very important. And then of course on a constant basis, we also evolve new people, younger people, into this peer review process. And I just can tell those people who get the first question for a peer review, take it seriously and try to do a good peer review, because we as editors, we have to judge on their reviews how we continuously work with them.
Thank you, Thomas. For more information on this and related topics, visit us at eurotimes.org.